And welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to another part of Overclocked. Alright, this is part 6. Let's go see patient number 2. Now, what do we need to do? I think I can actually just talk to her.
Listen, my girl, I've got a drawing. I got it from the police. It's a drawing you had with you. It shows a murder scene. The girl that was killed looks like the girl that was probably in the cell with you. I'd like to know what happened between you two. Please, try and remember. You were with the girl in the prison cell. What happened before that? Come on, I know you can do it. Just this one session.
Well, hang on. The girl that's also in the prison block's alive. She's in the other bloody cell. So why is there a drawing of her dead? Okay, so this is another Watchtower sequence, the one prequeling the one before, obviously. Now, the issue I've got here is I have no notes written down. For some strange reason, I didn't feel the need to document how I did this. So, this could be interesting.
Describe to me where you are.
It's the Watchtower.
How did you get there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Amazing! Academy Award winning that bloody person is. Okay, so we have this searchlight. Now this is pivotal to nothing, really. Considering as soon as we get it working, it stops working straight away. But we have to get it working first.
Nope, can't do it.
Okay, so there are controls for it in here. As soon as I bloody go round the right way. Just double checking to make sure there's nothing else hidden around. Nope, I think we're good to go. Right. Control panel. Okay.
Ah, it still works.
So that turned the light on, but it won't allow us to turn it. So that is down to one of the other controls.
Let's see if this motor will work now. Zip. Maybe the panel electrics are damp.
Surely the panel electrics being damp. I'm not gonna
Let's
argue.
see what this thing looks like on the inside. Yep, it's gotten pretty wet. Now then, what now?
Okay, so we need to disconnect everything and essentially dry this bastard off. That's a nice bit of zoom out shot. Okay, so here's the panel.
I must have to connect it somewhere. But where?
Now, I can't quite remember what I've got to do, so I think I'm going to do a glorious jump cut. And by the power of trickery, we need to connect it to this point here, which then turns the light off.
Okay, the searchlight is out.
Okay, we can then put the panel in front of the light, which will dry it. Well, we've got to put it in front of the light, we've got to come back here, we've got to turn it back on, which will then apparently dry it out in a matter of seconds, even though that's not how heat works. God knows. Then we've got to turn the light off, then we've got to put the panel back on, and then we can use the motor.
That could work.
Bit of a mouthful. So here we go, we're going to turn it back on. And that you need to connect it to...
I must have to connect it somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't mean to press
Where?
that. Connect it to number 2. There we go.
There we go.
I just said that. So, A, what's keeping the control box actually up there? And B, heat doesn't work like that, even if it's something like a 4,000 watt bulb. Although saying that, I doubt it would be it'd probably be,
Okay, the searchlight is out again.
I was gonna say it's probably an arc lamp, but why am I getting into bloody logistics of lamps here? Okay, anyway, that's now apparently dry.
That must be enough.
Yeah, it must be, of course. Once again, physics. Exactly how it works. Righto then, now that that's all done, we just need, if memory serves, to reattach the panel.
It's gotta work now.
Of course it has to. There we go. So you may be wondering, well, what the hell is the point of this? There is none. Simply put, there is no fucking point. Cheers, game.
Damn it!
What is it?
What's going on? The searchlight. It's shot out.
Why were we even turning the searchlight on?
Oh no. I hate her.
The girl came, right? The girl who you were with later in the cell.
I'm tired.
I know. It's late. Sleep a while. I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll pick up again from there. Don't worry. Now I know where we can start out from again tomorrow. Good night.
Well, I'm tired. Either way, that is actually the last one of the day. We have to talk to no more patients this chapter, which is great, so we can now go home. And there is going to be quite a lot of dialogue. Oh, it's the doctor. I'm pretty sure you weren't here last time I played this.
Dr. Young, what are you doing out here?
Why should that interest you?
I thought you'd already gone home.
And you? Not leaving?
Yeah,
Have you discovered anything?
quite possible. I'm confident I'm going to find out what happened to these young people.
Ah, really? That's, excellent. Tell me.
Please, you'll have to excuse me. I'm really tired. I just want to get back to my hotel.
Okay, then.
Utterly shifty bastard. And a message. Oh, from Kim. Okay, she sent a letter to the hotel, so let's return there. And as I said, there's going to be a hell of a lot of exposition and story progression and bloody the inner workings of Dave in a minute, so prepare.
Mr. Flynn? Sir? Good evening, sir. I have some mail for you. A letter.
Thank you. I've got to go. See you later.
Have a good day, sir.
The game won't actually allow us to open it down here, so we have to go up to the room. Yeah.
Dear Mr. McNamara, in accordance with the authority mandate enclosed, we inform you that we are now entrusted with managing the interests of Mrs. Kim McNamara of Washington, D.C. Mrs. McNamara is the registered owner of the house at 37 Hillside, Washington, D.C., which you register as your primary dwelling, and which you also inhabit in common with our client. Effective immediately, our client has issued a restraining order prohibiting you from entering either the house or the property at 37 Hillside, Washington, D.C. Non-compliance with this order will be met with measures invoking the full force of the law. Your personal effects will be put into storage or mailed to you accordingly. We will be contacting you again shortly in order to keep you fully appraised of this matter. Yours sincerely, Frank Pollock. Ingram and Pollock.
It's okay, Dave. It's okay to cry. Anyway, we are going to ring the man who studied at the Tommy Wiseau School of Acting once again. Ah, oh, Terry. I love this guy.
Ingram?
Hi, Terry. Yeah, it's me.
David. Hi.
Terry, I need your help. I got something in the mail.
Uh-huh.
From Kim. It's a legal letter. From your office, Terry.
Oh.
She wants a divorce. Did you know about that, Terry? You still there?
She must have discussed that with Frank.
I just don't believe it, Terry. I mean, I've tried everything. Yeah, I know it hasn't been easy for her, but hell, it hasn't exactly been easy for me either. But you can't just pick up and throw it all away like that. Not like this.
I'm really sorry, David.
Hey, Can't you have a word with Frank? You know, call him off somehow?
I'll see what I can do. But I don't think you should hold out too much hope.
Oh, for crying out loud, what am I, some kind of monster? Please, Terry, speak to her.
David.
Yeah?
You need help. Treatment. I'm telling you this as a friend.
Oh, great. Now you're starting.
You know it yourself, David. You know you do.
God, yes, I know, I'll do it, but what good's that right now? So you'll speak to Kim then? You promise?
Yeah, I will.
Thanks. I've got to go. It's been a long day. And you haven't exactly been talkative.
Sorry. It's a difficult situation for me too, you know.
Sure. Sorry to lay this stuff on you.
We'll talk again when you're in Washington. When we have some quiet time.
Hey, you still owe me a beer.
I'd completely forgotten. Keep on, yeah?
Yeah. Take care.
You're being surprisingly nice to him, considering I think he is banging your wife, Dave. I really do think that. Okay, ring Kim. This won't go wrong at all.
This is the messaging service for Kim McNamara. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message.
Kim, it's Dave. It's your husband. Or should I say ex-husband. I read your letter. You're not serious, are you? Didn't we agree we'd talk this over? There's one thing I can promise you. If you're really going to go through with this, then we're both going to end up with some serious grief. I will not...
Message storage limit. Thank you for calling.
Damn it!
Well, that's what you get for ringing someone who's just taken out a restraining order against you. What did you expect? Did you honestly think they'd pick up your calls? Okay, we can't actually go to bed yet.
Hopefully I can get some sleep in the next few days. If only these goddamn dreams would stop. Not yet.
Right, and that's because we have to go to Nighthawks first, and there's going to be a big bit of talking, and I'm going to mostly be shutting up, because it gives another sort of side to Dave. You know what these things are like. And not surprisingly, Riker's in there.
It's not true. Mommy's boy. You think you're just tired of life, pal?
Hi, Randall.
Evening. Scotch?
Double.
On the way.
Of course. Right, let's sit down and witness the amazingness.
So, had a bit of trouble?
You could say that, yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you could say that.
Trouble with your wife, huh?
Can you tell just looking at me? You're a clever son of a bitch, Randall.
You kind of develop a nose for it working behind the counter here. And? You gonna fix things?
You mean with my wife? I have no idea. I guess it's out of my hands. I'll have another place.
Another? Take it slow, man. Has she got another guy?
No. At least not as far as I know.
Midlife crisis.
We just fight. Simple as that.
So, whose fault?
Fault? Oh, yeah, fault. Mine, I guess.
So what did you do?
It's a long story.
No, go on, shoot.
You got a wife then? No wonder she's not interested in a wuss like you.
Hey, Riker, just cut it out, yeah? The man, he's got problems.
Sure, he's got them. The sort of problems you can only fix with a certain type of operation. Your wife ought to give me a call, Weedy. Then she'd find out what a real man's like. Give me your number and you can go pack your bags.
Riker, that's enough now.
That's okay, Randall.
Okay, Randall, it's alright. For Wimpy here, everything's alright. Let's make a bet. His wife's at home with some other guy right now. But hey, for him that's A-okay. Right, Randall?
Okay, Doc. Out with it.
What do you want to hear? Story about my wife?
If you like.
Do you really want to be telling Randall plus Riker the story of your wife? Can only end badly. Really?
I met Kim in 1995 while I was studying in Washington. She was an art major and I was doing medicine. She was a great painter. And had big plans.
A painter, huh? So what did she paint?
She was a
beautiful, wild thing. But she wasn't crazy. She was, strong, you know? She had this amazing energy.
I wouldn't know much about that. And now she doesn't paint anymore?
What makes you say that?
You said she was a great painter.
I said that, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't paint anymore.
Why not?
She had an accident.
Oh, and the accident?
She's almost blind. She has about 15% of her vision.
How'd that happen?
Like I said, it was an accident. It was just a darn unlucky sort of thing. We had an argument, and we were having a barbecue party at home, and like I said, it was just a real bad luck thing.
You don't want to talk about it, right?
That's enough that I still dream about it every night.
And you couldn't help her? Is that it?
Randall, listen, I just want to drink, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's talk about something else. Your job, then. What's happening with your job?
People think all sorts of things when I tell them I'm a psychiatrist. A lot of people think I can see right inside their heads.
And read their dirty minds.
Exactly. But you know what? It's just a normal job.
Some folks fix cars. Or ruin livers. And you fix minds. Oh, whatever.
Well, I try. Not really fix their minds. It's more like clearing out the crap. Freeing up ways to get beneath it all.
Jeez. I'm not sure I'd want anyone poking around my darkest thoughts. Just me is fine enough. Doesn't sound like you have too much fun somehow.
That isn't necessarily the one deciding factor in life.
Uh-huh. What is then? Sounds like you know.
Take a thing seriously. Do your best. Help others.
Sorry, Doc. That sounded more like the Army. That's the sort of crap our captain used to come out with all the time. All of the Boy Scout bastards. He had a job to help people, to defend freedom, and then what do? We bombed little children, that's what.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to help, but then you actually harm yourself. They sure know about that in the Army. That's why they have people like me. People to tidy up the crap. Yeah, I served in the Army. 7 years.
What outfit?
Psychological operations. I was responsible for looking after test subjects.
What the hell is that?
Combat simulations. Computer-aided combat training.
Okay, not real combat then.
However you want to take it. We were responsible for the war. For the war, and the war after the war. The war is in soldiers' heads.
But you're not doing that anymore.
No.
Pays too bad?
No.
Your wife had something against it?
No, the job just wasn't really for me. Like I told you, sometimes you go to help others and you end up hurting yourselves.
You had trouble with the patients, right?
No. The job just wasn't good for me. I took too much of it back home.
So what exactly did you do?
I dealt with traumatized soldiers. Combat paranoia. Nightmares. Psychological disturbance following combat exposure. It's not good for anyone to see bodies torn to pieces, and certainly not good if it was you who was responsible for it happening.
So it didn't do you a whole lot of good hearing about that. Is that it?
No, not very.
And you're still having problems with it, huh?
Let's just leave it at that, shall we? It was a long time ago, and I'm tired of talking about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for Dave to snap.
You know what, pal? You're seriously getting on my nerves.
What was that, punk?
Like I said, you're getting on my nerves. Drink your drink and shut your mouth, got it?
Hey, Wimp. Don't you think you're using the wrong tone here? You don't talk to grown-ups like that. Didn't your mom teach you any manners?
Riker, put that thing away.
Keep out of this, Randall. Yeah? And now what? Now you're getting all uptight, yeah? Feel really sorry for your wife.
And I think this is actually really cool. I mean, talk about making you like the main character. So yeah, Dave, not as much as a pushover as we might have thought.
Okay, my friend. And now? Who's uptight now?
Hey! Listen, man, stay cool, yeah? This thing could just go off.
Try it.
Don't be stupid, man.
I can't promise.
Stop it, man. You crazy or what?
There are some who would say that.
Randall! Holy shit! This guy's flipping out.
It's okay. It's okay, Randall. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do that. Not my day today.
Kinda looks that way.
I think I'd better go now. I'm tired. Good night. My God, I better watch myself.
So yeah, out of nowhere, he turns into a gun-toting bloody man of action.
I'm just wrecking stuff. I'd better get to bed fast.
Yeah, but going to bed really isn't going to help you. So we're about to finish the chapter, and obviously... he's got to do one of his bloody recollections.
Record date, Monday, November the 12th, 2007. Progress with examinations as follows. All patients were accessible. Drugs still withdrawn. The patient in cell number 5 had to be restrained. This measure was approved by the authorities. Recursive reconstructions have been successful, partly due to implementation of ambient changes and external stimuli. These sessions were recorded. Evaluation of the content is still difficult. Information relating to identities has not been forthcoming. The correlation between the recollections is noteworthy. It's becoming more and more clear that the 5 patients are associated with each other and that they have spent time at the same place. It's evident that several patients have been involved in violent conflict. A military property has been hinted at as a possible location with tight security and close to water. Further action? Continuing with reconstruction with help of previous recordings. Journal recording end. Confidential note. Kim has appointed a lawyer, Frank. In the corner of the bar today, there was a crazy guy who provoked me. If he only knew where my head's at, he would have kept his mouth shut. I controlled myself. However, I was close to losing it. I almost did. Maybe Kim's right. I have nightmares every night. I don't know how long I can hold on. I just don't know. If only I can sleep tonight.
And once again, time for another nightmare. So you can probably guess it's pulling an Empire Strikes Back on you. That is indeed Dave shooting Dave. So I'm not entirely sure why they'd bother with this, because it's pretty bloody obvious from the character model. But they're going to do their big reveal. Oh no, my biggest enemy is myself. And there we go, finally the end of bloody Chapter 2. Whew. The longest of all the chapters. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to leave it there. Obviously, we'll see the beginning of Chapter 3. But, cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.